The rain in Bogota doesn't wash away the grime. It just turns it into a slick, reflective paste. You are sitting in a parked sedan, the engine idling just enough to keep the defroster running. Your hands are wrapped around a lukewarm cup of coffee that tastes like burnt rubber. You aren't here to fight. You are here to watch. Your target is a middle manager for a local logistics firm, suspected of moving more than just cargo. You have a digital camera with a telephoto lens and a burner phone that only receives encrypted text messages. The pay is $200 a day plus expenses. You rationalize the low pay as paying your dues. In reality, you are the bottom of the food chain. You don't know who the client is, and you don't ask. The rule of the trade is simple. If you don't know the name of the puppet master, you can't be held accountable when the strings snap. You spend 10 hours a day cataloging license plates and documenting the faces of men who don't know they are being hunted. Your life is a blur of gas stations, cheap motels, and the crushing boredom of the wait. You tell yourself this is temporary. You are gathering experience. You are learning the patterns of the city. You are a ghost, and for now, that is enough. The transition feels like an upgrade, but it's just a tighter leash. You are no longer watching from the sidelines. You are now the one managing the scouts. You sit in a cramped office in a nondescript business park, juggling 3 burner phones. You are the bridge between the high-level intelligence officers and the grunts in the field. You get a salary of $5,000 a month, paid in untraceable cryptocurrency. You receive raw, disorganized data, blurry photos, fragmented audio, erratic GPS logs, and you turn it into a coherent narrative for your superiors. You learn to spot the lie in a report before the scout even finishes typing it. You learn how to manufacture leverage. If a source isn't talking, you don't threaten them. You simply find something they love and mention it in passing. You start to see people as data points. The humanity drains away, replaced by risk assessment models. You realize that information isn't just currency, it's a weapon. You are learning how to aim it. You feel important, but you are still just a functionary. You are the filter through which the truth is distorted. Level 3. The Corporate Fixer. You are moving into the private sector. The stakes have shifted from small-time surveillance to high-level corporate espionage. You are now hired by multinational conglomerates to sabotage competitors or protect proprietary tech. You operate out of glass-walled offices, dressed in tailored suits that hide the weight of the hardware you carry. Your pay has ballooned to $15,000 per mission. You don't just watch, you influence. You pay off IT administrators to leave back doors open. You manipulate social engineering campaigns to get an executive to click a link that compromises their entire network. The morality of the action doesn't matter. The efficiency of the result is the only metric that counts. You are starting to feel the isolation. You can't tell your friends what you do. You can't tell your family. You are a master of the double life. You start to view the world as a game board where everyone has a price. You are becoming efficient, cold, and utterly detached from the consequences of your work. You are a VentreHope operative, unseen, unheard, and entirely necessary. You are designing the missions now. You don't go into the field. You orchestrate the chaos from a secure facility. You have a team of 5 analysts who report to you. You are responsible for multi-million-dollar contracts that involve destabilizing entire regional markets. You use complex digital signatures to ensure that no government can trace the trail back to your clients. Your mind works in layers of contingency. If Plan A fails, Plan B is already in motion before the target realizes there was ever a threat. You feel a thrill of power when a rival company's stock crashes because of a security breach you coordinated. You are becoming a ghost in the machine. You start to believe that you are the one pulling the strings of the world. You are arrogant, and that is your first real weakness. You think the system is something you control. You forget that in the world of private intelligence, the architect is just as replaceable as the scout. You are the person the government calls when they need something done that cannot exist on an official record. You manage a network of off-the-books operators. You are the one who ensures that if something goes wrong, the paper trail ends with you and then conveniently disappears. You clear $30,000 to $50,000 per contract, and the money is handled through a series of shell companies in jurisdictions that don't exist on most maps. You no longer have peers. You only have subordinates or superiors. You spend your days analyzing geopolitical tremors, looking for the next point of friction. You decide which conflicts to fan and which to extinguish. You are no longer just an operative. You are an engine of policy. Your sense of empathy has all but evaporated. When you hear about an accident that claims the life of a target, you don't feel remorse. You check the status of the operation and move to the next item on your list. You are deeply, profoundly alone. You have stepped out of the direct line of command and into the realm of pure influence. You don't work for anyone. You are the one who sells the secrets that dictate the fate of governments. You possess terabytes of information on every major world leader, every corrupt deal, and every hidden weakness in the global financial system. You operate from a penthouse in a neutral territory. You are the ultimate gatekeeper. When a multinational corporation needs to enter a new market, they come to you. When a government needs to neutralize a threat without firing a shot, they pay your price. You are untouchable because you know exactly which bodies are buried under which foundations. You are the VentreHope of the intelligence world, the perspective that defines the reality of others. But you live in a fortress of your own making. You trust no one. Every conversation is recorded. Every guest is vetted. You have everything you ever wanted, and you have lost the ability to live a normal life. You have transcended the need for money. You have enough wealth to fund a small war, but you never touch it. You are a myth. People in the intelligence community talk about you in hushed tones, wondering if you are even real. You don't interact with the world directly anymore. You manipulate the flow of information through algorithms and proxy entities so obscure that even your own analysts don't know who they are serving. You are the silent observer of human history. You see the patterns, the rises and the falls, and you nudge the outcome whenever you see fit. You are so isolated that you don't even remember the last time you spoke to another person without a screen between you. Your identity is gone. You are just a function of the system. You are the system. But even here, in the cold, quiet center of the web, you feel the weight of what you have built. You are a king in a kingdom of shadows, and you are starting to realize that the throne is made of glass. You sit in a room that isn't on any map. There is no internet access, no phone, no windows. You have reached the final stage of the power fantasy. You are the one who decides how the system ends. You have outlived your rivals, your clients, and your enemies. You are the last of the old guard, a relic of a time when intelligence required human intuition. You look at the walls of this room and you see the history of your life written in silence. You realize that all the power, all the money, and all the secrets were just a way to hide from the truth. You were never in control. The system used you to build itself. You were the catalyst for its growth. You are the ghost in the terminal, the final piece of the puzzle that no one will ever find. You are absolute, and you are absolutely meaningless. Across the globe in a rainy city, a young man sits in a parked sedan. He is shivering. He is holding a burner phone, waiting for his first assignment. He thinks he is a scout. He thinks he is starting a career that will make him a legend. He thinks he knows the game. He doesn't, but he will. The cycle begins again, and the machine breathes, waiting for its next piece.